I I ruined it. I ruined such a good experience. Okay. Um. So a couple of days ago, I after decades of always hearing about how great of a game it was, but never playing it and hoping, one day I'm gonna play it. I finally bought. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I finally bought Knights of the Old Republic. I even bought Knights of the Old Republic too. Oh, what a fantastic game. Haven't gone all the way through it yet. Um, but I definitely should explain why I don't feel great right now. Because earlier this morning, I began to play it. Um, and the last place I left off was I was about to meet the Jedi Council on Dantooine. You know, finished Taurus the day before, so I saved right before I go in to meet with the Jedi Council uh, about why we're there. Um, and if you've played the game, you go through that whole experience. If you haven't played the game, it's a very good game. You should play it because that's not the most important part of why I'm in front of my phone right now. Blah blah blah. Go through the stuff. Um, when you uh, when you get to the part where you have to prove yourself to master somebody, I didn't really pay attention to the names. I think Matt stuttering all over the place. uh, Fucking get to it. When I get to the part where you have to train yourself, it's part of your training. You have to say, "Hey, I'm a Jedi now." You're trying to become a Padawan, and one of the masters sends you out to kill some rabid dogs that are whatever the fuck. When you're out in the fields and you're on your way to the grove to kill the rabid dogs or go to the thing to eradicate the dark side or whatever the fuck, I didn't get to it. Along the way, there is somebody that was sent from the council to quote unquote test me. And it's an investigation of a murder. Now, props to this game for trying to put in different elements of different things into this game. Like they really want you to feel like you're in a world or you're in different worlds. But I will say I was very perplexed, and I could have sworn I was playing a game about being a Jedi Knight and not a detective. But whatever, I'm into it. And boy, did I get into it. If you play the game, you know the answer. If you did it, you have the option to walk away. I didn't walk away. I figured, fuck it, I'll figure it out. I knew. So spoilers then, I guess. Spoilers? Yeah, spoilers. I don't remember people's names, but spoilers. Spoilers if you haven't played the game. If you haven't played the game, this whole thing is going to be about that. So if you haven't, it's not like I'm going to be talking about this thing the whole time. It's how I feel relates to that thing. But you should stop listening. If you've been listening to me up to now, wondering what the fuck I'm talking about, I definitely want you to not hear anything that I have to say. I'm sorry that I even if you didn't run out when I said Knights of the Old Republic, because you're that pressed to play the game, then I'm sorry for spoiling that there's a detective part. But it's a really dope part. It's very surprising. Like, it's very surprising. Like, you just get thrown into it. When you're playing it for the first time, you just, you play it like any other RPG. You just want to experience things. So, sorry if that was enough of a spoiler, but from here on out, please, does it matter? I'm getting away from it. I'm getting away from the shits. Knights of the Old Republic. If you didn't run out as soon as I said Knights of the Old, people say fucking spoiler alert, and it's like, what the fuck is a spoiler alert? If you just hear the name of something and you're interested in it, don't listen. Don't see if they'll tiptoe around shit. So all right. So anyway, I knew right the fuck away that I forget. When Boloff, or whatever the fuck his name is, when he describes the two people, Rick something, and one of them was holding his side, and the other one had a bad ankle. So the niggas were, to me, hand side and Rick leg. That's who they were, because I wasn't going to remember their names. I don't remember their names, but I remembered hand side because his hand was on his side, and Rick leg because he had a broken ankle. Right. And I get so emotionally invested. I knew hand side killed Nedic. I knew that. I knew from jump. I'm like, why is there even an investigation? Why am I doing this right now? Are you dead ass? He killed him. He's leaving so much shit out. He's not giving me any information. Meanwhile, the other guy has a complete story, this, that, and the third, but he was lying too. But for some reason, I wasn't paying attention to that because I was so focused on hand side. I was super focused because he killed the guy. He killed Nedic. He killed him. So I have to play along and ask these niggas a whole bunch of questions, and I can't make assumptions without evidence, and this, that, and the third. Long story short, the reason why I'm upset is because I got emotionally invested in this whole investigation. I was cursing at my screen, I was yelling, and I was into it, man. But something upset me. What upset me is that I finally get somewhere in the investigation and I get to accuse Handside of killing Nedic. And the way things were shaping up, I could have sworn that the Jedi that brought me to the situation in the first place had something to do with it, because he confiscated the guns. And you're not supposed to mess with the evidence. If it was an investigation, you're just supposed to leave everything out. So I'm thinking, ooh, maybe the plot twist to this investigation is that he's responsible for the shits. And it turns out he was, but for a completely different reason. I was so focused on Handside being the actual culprit that killed Nedic that I totally forgot that Rickleg wasn't really innocent either. Because you start off figuring out that he's lying about hunting whatever it is that they were hunting, and the sun got in his eyes. It's like, no, wait. It was a cloudy day. If it's a cloudy day, the sun didn't get in your eyes, so you're lying. And I forgot about that because I was so focused on Handside. And then So at the end of the whole thing, I accuse Handside. I had an opportunity to say that it was both of them, that both of them were wrong, but I said no. I'm totally focused on Handside. He's the one that actually did it. I'm focused on who actually did it, not understanding. Somebody can still be reprimanded for attempted murder, which is why I ended up losing that little experience. Bolov says, yo, like, I brought you out here. I brought you out here because you were supposed to solve this murder, and turns out you're not as good a detective as I thought you was going to be, because you assumed that this guy did it. But if you had done the work, and like, he really laid into me, like, if you had done, and I did everything, but one thing he did say during the thing was that I let my emotions and my bias get in the way, and I thought that was hilarious because that ended up happening. Here's the point. Took me 11 minutes just to get to the point. I was so furious that he told me that I got it wrong. Not that I got it wrong, but that I should have been like it came off like he was telling me that I was wrong, that I did all of that wrong. I got so upset. I got so angry that I turned the game off. Well, I didn't save anything, but I thought to myself, no, I want my credit. So I did it over again. I quit the game, come back in, and I did it quote unquote right. But I didn't. And right after I did all that, because I was going through the motions of, okay, ask him this and then ask him that, and it wasn't the same as the first time when I was really intrigued by the story and wanted to figure them. Now I know the answer, so now I'm okay. Blah 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 blah. He asked this and I asked him that, and then he asked the robot, and then blah blah blah. Blah. And right after I did that, right after I completed it all, and oh, you did it the right way. It looks like you're going to be a good Jedi after all. After all that, I quit the game again because I realized what I had done. I didn't like the fact that I was so upset at the result that I went back and tried to change it. And I knew that I wasn't going to enjoy the game going forward with that in the back of my mind. So now I'm just all the way back at the beginning, and I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to try to do the investigation again, which would be my third time doing the goddamn investigation, but with the way that I did it originally. And no. Now I feel awful because I ruined the beauty of how emotional I got the first time I did it. Yay, we made it to the goddamn point of this entire video. I feel shitty. Because I was having such a good time. And I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that my cursing at the screen and getting angry and, yo, like, this is the nigga, like, I've been, and when they would uncover new things, I'm like, yeah, no shit, because he was the and then to go through all that just to be told, no, you did it wrong, because what was actually beautiful about that is that I think that's why a lot of cops and detectives fuck up in real life and people get thrown in jail because this happened earlier in the morning, and then as the day went by, I thought about it. I thought, wow, this must be why the justice system sucks so much, because you're so focused on being right that you're not focused on justice being served. and I'm not gonna do a whole video on that because I'm not that smart, but or well versed in politics. But instead of living with my choice, I decided I was gonna change it because I wanted to be right, and I wanted to be rewarded for being right. But I wasn't right. I got it wrong, and they gave me plenty of chances to get it right. I accuse Handside. They're like, "You sure about that? Like, could there be anything?" I'm like, "No, nigga, it's him. It's that guy. He killed him." And I was right. He did kill him. But I was so focused on Handside, I totally forgot about Rick Leg, even though early on he lies blatantly. I have to find out my lie. I have to find out Handside's lies through the robot. But Rick is just lying straight up. He's just straight up lying. We know information, and he's just straight up, nah, I was doing something else. It's like, nah, nigga, like look around you. But I had to find out through the robot that Handside was lying, which means I had to work harder and ask more questions to figure out the truth from this dude, even though I knew at the beginning he was the one that killed the guy. Even right now, like right now, I'm getting emotional about it. That's all I've been thinking about all day. But this is what upsets me, is that instead of this being a wonderful realization of just how deep this game could be and how wonderful this game is, I'm sitting here mad at myself because I've reduced it to just a game. And it is just a game. I wanted to play it some more. I wanted to just say, fuck it, I'm just going to go back, because I've been watching a bunch of YouTube and eating some food all day today because I wanted to take a break from that emotional roller coaster in the morning, and I wanted to get back into it, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. And I know I want to play it, but I just have this thing in the back of my mind where it's like, nah. It's funny. It's the same feeling that I get when I try to play something over again and I just can't do it because I know what's going to happen. And I don't know if that's a lame quality or not. I'm starting to feel like that's a really lame quality to have. To not be able to play a game over and over again just because you know what's going to happen. That's not the point of the game. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And I'm really sad because I feel like I ruined my experience with this game. This otherwise fantastic. It's such a fun fucking game. I was hooked. The whole Yaris Planet chapter, I was hooked, man. I was so excited and anticipating the moment I would become a Jedi and finally have my lightsaber. Even figuring out how my lightsaber was going to work was cool. And I ruined it all the way up to that point. And I put myself on punishment too. There was an autosave that actually takes you all the way back to the council. So to punish myself, I just deleted that's what really fucked me up. What really fucked me up is I didn't save when I got the investigation wrong, but I saved it when I got the investigation right. And I shouldn't have done that. I ain't keep the same energy. Yeah, man. It made me sad. Bonus point, I'm even thinking about getting Dead Rising, but I watched CoryxKenshin play it, and I'm beating myself up about it because watching CoryxKenshin play it and me deciding that I want to play it for myself, especially since I don't know what the ending is because he didn't get to the ending. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to his videos, if there were any. I don't think he put any up. Maybe people didn't like it. I don't know what happened. All I know is it stops at a point, and I don't know what the end to Dead Rising is. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should play it. But then I'm beating myself up because I'm making myself think, oh, Cory played it. So of course it looks easy. Of course it looks fun. But you're going to pay $20 to play a game that you can watch for free And on top of that, it's not going to be as easy as Corey's making it look. It's not going to be all easy and fun as Corey's making it look, especially since he told you what's going to happen. He's giving the secrets away. So it's not like you're going to figure anything out. So what are you going to buy this $20 game for? And something in me just really wants to buy it. And and that thing is just wanting to experience it for myself. And I'm just trying to think to myself, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to experience it for myself, even though I've seen it already? Is it because I know I'm only going to play it once and then that's it? I tried to play through Dragon Age. I fucking love Dragon Age. Man. When I played Dragon Age, I was loving the hell out of it. But I can never seem to get past after when you meet up with like right before the what is it? Not the Crucible. This when you drink the thing and people die. That thing. The thing when you drink I think it is the Crucible. Cause I think I remember thinking, why the fuck is it called a Crucible and all we doing is drinking wine in a circle? Something like that. I can't get past it. I can't get past it because everything after that is the exact same story. The only thing different is the origin story of your character. And I can't just seem to get past what I already know. Same thing with New Vegas. I fucking love New Vegas. But I accidentally heard that fucking spoiler. If you don't know and you never played, please play Fallout New Vegas with a whole... I don't want you to know anything. You should play Fallout New Vegas not knowing a damn thing. I don't want you to know anything. Spoiler a fucking alert for Fallout New Vegas. Please don't say nothing. I don't want... Please. As a matter of fact, it's spoiler alert so fucking bad, I'm not even gonna say it. But I just know I know things. And I know things and it ruins the experience for me. And I fucking hate that. I hate that I feel like that. I don't like that I feel like that. I don't like that I can't just fucking enjoy a game just because I want to enjoy it. It's in me to want to play it, but then I keep thinking about how I know stuff. And I like to... I really don't play my games right. Like for Fallout New Vegas, what I was going to try to convince myself of doing is I wanted to just kind of hunt geckos and make money off of their hides. I know the hides aren't worth a lot of money, but I just wanted to grind. I kind of just wanted to just be on some grind shit. You know what I mean? Just kind of just, yo, man, I'm just trying to make it out here in the wasteland. You know, that dumb shit. You know? And then what's really cool in New Vegas is that on hardcore, you have to actually feed yourself and go to sleep and drink water because you're in a desert. You know, I thought that would be fun. To just kind of grind it out, but part of me feels like I'm only doing that because I want to avoid what I already know, especially since before I even decided to do that, because I recently started playing Vegas again, but before that, when I first played it, I played it all the way up until I ain't gonna say shit. I played it all the way. I never beat the game. And that's why I recently came back to it. But recently, before I decided I was going to come back to it, because I was thinking about it, I heard some shit, and I'm just like, fuck. I don't think I was supposed to know. I really don't think I was supposed to know that. Even when I hear other people talk about New Vegas, they never mention that part, and I'm just like, fuck, damn. Really wasn't supposed to know that. But even then, I think I would have just got bored. Shit, I'm bored now. That's why I brought Star Wars. Because I got bored with all the games I've played already. So I wanted to play something new, something fresh, something different. And I did. And I really beat myself up because I feel like I ruined my experience. Because when I play these games, they're way more than just games to me. They're whole experiences. Like a playable movie. I was really digging it, man. I was having a great time. Even on Taurus, there were instances where I kind of had to do stuff over again. Because it's still a video game. And in an RPG, you can miss some things. But even then, I was still having a good time. But I really robbed myself of a really wonderful moment. The heat of thinking I was right, but really I was wrong, and things weren't what they seemed. Like, I missed it. When I deleted that file, I deleted all of that. That's how it feels to me. I feel like I just deleted all of my emotional investment. I even have this bad habit of projecting how I'm going to feel into the future. I don't fucking know how I'm going to feel, but I know right now, I feel like if I just keep playing, I'm only playing to get through it and not to experience it. And that's not what I play video games for. I don't play through video games to get through it, to beat it. I play video games to enjoy them. But am I really enjoying it if I'm beating myself up about this shit? I don't know, man. I just need to talk about it because it's been plaguing my mind all day. And I just got finished watching some nostalgia critic, and I was in the mood to play some video games, and I could have made some choices, but I just ended up feeling bad. And I really want to play Tony Hawk's Underground right now, but it's broken. Because sometimes you just want to just pop in a game and just fuck around. You don't want to do a story. You don't want to shoot people. You kind of just want to skate around old Jersey. And I can't even do that, so. Oh well.